Another mass shooting in America. A gunman on a rampage at a California bar.
The shots kept going and going and going.
College students killed.
Last thing I said was, son, I love you.
Tonight, the former Marine accused of mass murder.
He knew what he was doing.
And the sergeant who desperately tried to stop him.
He died a hero.
Good evening. I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. A night of drinking and dancing shattered by a war veteran dressed in black and armed with a gun.
12 people were murdered before the shooter apparently turned the gun on himself. These are the faces of the victims. Among those killed, a security guard, a Navy veteran, an art student, and a sergeant with the Sheriff's Department who was getting ready to retire. CBS 2's Jessica Layton here now with more. Jessica.
Maurice and Christine, it was college country night at the Borderline, a popular bar where they were also teaching line dancing last night. Now, living in this age of active shooter training, a lot of those survivors were able to dive under tables, hide in the bathrooms, and run for the door. But tragically, 12 people could not escape the gunfire. As students at Rutgers University finished class for the day and considered Thursday night plans, they couldn't help but think about the college kids in California who went out to a bar last night and were killed in the nation's latest mass shooting.
It is really scary. I'm not going out tonight. I'm choosing to stay in.
It's something that you always got to think about now. It's really messed up that it happens, but it's the reality. 1 second
they were drinking and dancing, and the next ducking for cover. About 200 panicked patrons were trapped. Some used bar stools to break windows to escape the bullets flying inside Borderline Bar and Grill.
All of a sudden you hear like the bang bang of the gunshots, and it just started going crazy.
It was 11:20 at night. The place was packed when police say gunman Ian Long stormed in with a .45 caliber handgun. First shooting a security guard at the front entrance, he then set off smoke bombs inside the bar before he began shooting at random.
He kept on moving to the right. He shot the front desk cashier.
We got multiple people down. We need a lot of ambulance fire.
Friends and family of those who were inside came rushing to the scene.
Why would someone come into some place where people come just to have fun?
Inconsolable when they learned it was their loved ones who wouldn't be coming home.
His name was Cody Kaufman. My firstborn son.
Jason Kaufman wept over the loss of his 22-year-old who had plans to join the Army.
Cody was the big brother that my kids need. Oh, son, I love you so much.
Also among the 12 who died, Sheriff Sergeant Ron Heelis, the first to confront the shooter.
We're very proud of who he is.
A year away from retirement, Sergeant Heelis was on the phone with his wife when he got the call for shots fired. Thursday, hundreds honored the hero by lining the route of the procession where his body was driven from the hospital to the medical examiner's office. Harrison King witnessed his bravery firsthand.
He went in and making sure that other people are okay. I'm making sure that he gets remembered.
And in a twist that is just so hard to believe, several people who survived last night's shooting in California also survived the mass shooting at a country music festival in Las Vegas last year. At least 20 people were hurt trying to escape the gunfire last night. President Trump has ordered flags to be flown at half-staff in memory of those victims.